back to the show, the Commonplace podcast show, with Justin and my favorite guy, Amir. He's a founder of Hypertouch AI and studying in Design University. One and only Amir. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
So let's talk about yourself. Going to China for a decade. It's been a long time for everyone, especially for foreigners. What are the most valuable lessons you have gained?
Living in China?
Yeah, living in China.
I think the most valuable lesson is no matter which country you go to, you should understand their culture and try to learn the language. Because I stayed here for 10 years and I also kept learning the language. So for me it became easier to adjust with local people, local food, local friends, local culture, and then it became my second home. So I didn't feel like I was living in another country with strangers. I felt like this is where I belong and this is where I should
be. Like what kind of things, like talking about like religions, culture, what's the things that you think is the most memorable?
Memorable, I think, because when I came, the first initial shock, that's really a different experience because everything is different. The food, the language, and like buying something from supermarket, what you eat, and everything is different. So that it's also about religion and culture. So I came from Pakistan, then I moved to Malaysia, and then came to China. So I had a little bit of Southeast Asian understanding, but it took some while to understand the culture.
It's kind of like how people react to Pakistan's people coming here. So what's the major differences for you of how Chinese react and Pakistani people react? How's the like behavior?
Yeah, it's good. Overall, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's been changing throughout the years, right? So when I came here, there was no Belt and Road Initiative.
Yeah.
It started. I came here in 2012. And the Belt and Road Initiative started in 2013.
Yeah.
So when I came, there were a lot of Koreans, Japanese in Chengdu.
Yeah.
Many Asian foreigners, but not so many from Pakistan. But after 2013, there were many scholarships and many incentives.
Yeah.
Then more and more students came.
Come to China.
Yeah. So I came a little bit earlier, so I think I get to experience the pure China.
So why would you? Let's talk about business. So why would you come here and advance your career and also start your own business, Hypertouch AI? Is there any like you talk about culture, talk about religions? Are they have a major impact and effect to your style of business?
Yeah, of course. Because looking at my family, right? My father he never worked, so he studied and then he was a businessman.
Yeah.
And he did business, and then we moved to Malaysia. And his business was in computers, hardware.
Yeah.
So that had really big impact on me because I saw him as a free man.
Yeah.
And whenever he wants to spend time with the family, he did it. And if he wanted to travel, we would travel because it was a business, not a company.
Yeah.
And then when I came to China, I first graduated and I started working.
Yeah.
But then working for 4 years, I realized that my family culture is like business people.
Yeah.
So I should do something different. I am not, because it's hard to even explain my parents. Like, I'm working, I have meeting, they don't understand. And also, I cannot come to visit you because I'm working. Because for them, it's like, why you should, you can take a leave, you can come. They don't really understand working. So I realized I should do some business.
So is that so what kind of impacts your family? Is that a positive impact or negative impact? Because you just say about they just kind of like old school situational ideas, so is that it's more about go back to the families.
Yeah. I think overall it's positive because I don't know how to say positive or negative because they didn't push me to work and have a good job.
Yes.
For example, in Chinese companies, it's very important that you have a stable job for marriage, for house. But my family is more like you should maybe go to some country you like, do something you like, and try to earn money being smart. Don't work for someone. So they keep influence. So for me, I think it's positive because I can have more passion to do what I like and do what I'm good at.
So this is the thing that you're truly passionate about?
Yes.
Doing computer computer science, AI,
Yeah,
stuff together.
It started from a family, right? So my father did computer business.
Yeah.
So we had like an internet cafe, like Wampa.
Yeah.
That was the first family business. So from there, I played with computers very young,
Yeah.
and I was really young,
Mhm.
8, 9 years old, even younger. So I became interested in coding and software,
Mhm.
and then I learned software engineering,
Yeah.
bachelor's, and I worked as software engineer. So it's really my passion. Yeah. But I didn't like working as a software engineer
Mhm.
because you have too many deadlines, meetings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to create my own software.
Mm-hmm. You kind of like, I talked to Amir before, he wanted to be a freelancer,
Yeah.
being able to dominate his own
Yeah.
period of time. So talking about you being a freelancer, most of the Chinese people love to be able to have stable jobs, work around the clock. Do you find that it is very unsuitable for you, or is very nasty to you?
I think it's not good for the health.
Yeah.
It's suitable for me because of course you need money to support the family.
Yeah.
But at the same time, looking at my background,
Yeah.
I came to China because of passion.
Yeah.
Passion for language, passion for culture,
Mm-hmm.
and I studied software because of passion.
Mm-hmm.
So for me personally, passion is more important
Yes.
than money and stable job.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't suit me in that regards.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I work, then I have to listen to my boss,
Yes.
and I don't have any opinion,
Yeah.
and I'm not comfortable.
Do you think that Chinese working environment is very hostile? That the boss will, any orders from the boss will take control of your life?
Yeah.
Is that a prevalent and common phenomenon in China?
Yeah, because I have many foreign friends as
Yeah.
well, and I think the culture is more vertical, like everyone is in the same hierarchy.
Yeah.
But in China, it's more authoritative,
Yeah.
where everything comes from the top to down.
Yeah.
The boss, and then
Yeah.
the workers. So in this type of situation,
Mm-hmm.
the person on the top has more authority,
Yes.
and I think some people like that. Like if you are that person who likes to follow orders, then you don't. It's very fun, right? You just do your job and then
Yeah.
you get the money and you don't have to think.
Speaking of that,
But for creative people,
mm-hmm.
you have many new ideas,
Yes.
and it's hard because you cannot talk directly to your boss.
Yes.
I have this new idea.
Yeah. So is that really hard to like communicate with the boss? Or they're just the boss that you meet are very bossy.
I think it depends on each boss is different, right?
Mhm.
But overall, I think the culture and the working culture is all about top to down and
Mhm.
listening to the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas compared to, for example, in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
it's more you can talk to anyone.
Yes.
You can go to the CEO's office,
Yeah. Lock the door. Yeah.
talk with him, have a beer with him after work.
Mm-hmm.
In China, there's a very strict hierarchy, so
Mm-hmm.
you cannot talk to your boss directly,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
It's like only he can talk to you, but you talk to him, it's a little bit disencouraged.
So, let's talk about the culture
Yeah.
that you've been through. I know that you're religious,
Mhm.
so do you think that religions has changed your life or guide your morality throughout China?
Of course, because I think religion it plays a part in your personality.
Yes.
So if you're more religious, then you are not scared of too many risks
Yes.
because you think that your destiny is predetermined.
Yeah.
You don't need to think too much
Yes.
for the future.
Yeah.
So you can take a bit more risk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you're not a religious person,
Yes.
then you're more rational about like thinking about how much money I need.
Yes.
But if you're believing in religion,
Mm-hmm.
then you can just take the decision and hope for the best.
Understand. Wow. So you throughout the way you just really talk about religions and navigate your moralities regardless of the situation in your business background as well. Do you want to talk about your hometown working environment, like Pakistan working environment? How people communicate and how their paycheck or waging environment in Pakistan? Is there any differences between China and Pakistan?
I think the biggest difference is the working and family balance.
Yeah.
Because in Pakistan, even though we don't have a lot of money and a lot of high economy,
Yeah.
but we focus a lot of families
Pilgrimages, yeah.
and spending time with the families.
Mm-hmm.
So in that regards, even though people work the same structure,
Yeah.
but they don't think work is more important than family.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in China,
Yes.
people have too much pressure.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes they ignore the time alone or time with their families. I think that's why some people are attracted to becoming a freelancer.
That's so true. So in Pakistan, right, the situations that happens in Pakistan where people in female or doctors are not getting the same equal education opportunities when compared to Europe, American. Do you think there are any ways we can solve, or what your feels about it? What your opinions about it?
I think it also depends on the politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, about the women, all those things,
Yeah.
these are political decisions made by the political people in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much about the culture. There is some culture elements as well,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also about the economy and the politics. Because in a good economy,
Yes.
girls and guys both have to work
Yeah.
to support the family,
Mm-hmm.
and also the job security and everything, it's in the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Pakistan is really behind in terms of women equality.
So, can I ask, like, what kind of ideas or what kind of political party do you support in Pakistan?
I think that I would like to keep it private.
Definitely. Let's talk about your business. We just talk about a lot about family and religions and culture. So we know though that you're designing new products and AI products. Can you describe it a little bit for me?
The AI project?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think AI is, as you've seen, ChatGPT and everything is coming on the rise, and I think what I did is not focused on the project
Yes.
or the industry, but for me personally, I focus on the team.
With the team, yeah.
Yes. So my idea was, let's look around in Hangzhou and see who are interested
Mm-hmm.
in the same things that I'm interested, which is
Yeah.
AI and technology and startup freelancing.
Freelancing.
So I struggled to find people, and then after 1 year, I made a team of like 10 or 11 people,
Mm-hmm.
in which maybe 8 of them are active and some of them are busy with other things,
Yeah.
and then made this team. And
So-
then, of course, with the AI, it's like a growing industry.
Yeah.
I think in the next 5 years or 10 years, you will see everything is AI.
It's AI, right?
Even now, everything is
Mhm.
in the news, everything is AI.
It's very promising.
Technology is AI, and there's new technology coming out every day, every week.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are starting
Mm-hmm.
early,
Mm-hmm.
like with the internet, right?
Yes. Yeah.
If you're starting really early,
Mm-hmm.
then you will grow with the industry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So anyone who's doing AI now,
Mm-hmm.
in the future he will grow.
So, but do you think that AI is just really dominating different types of different aspects of people's jobs opportunities? Do you think that you're gonna just steal people's jobs, or
It will change.
it will change? Right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for example, if you make coffee by hand,
Yeah.
now you have coffee machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not means people don't make coffee anymore. It's like a different thing. I think like especially now with AI, because AI is like 60-year-old industry.
Yeah.
But with nothing, there are major milestones.
Yeah.
But I think with ChatGPT is the one major milestone where people can actually see
Mm-hmm.
that in some ways it's better than human, like writing documents,
Yes. Yeah.
writing email,
Mm-hmm.
and in the future there will be more and more AI
Mm-hmm.
that is better than humans in that specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then we will evolve, right? So the jobs will evolve. The people who learn to write documents maybe have to learn how to do prompt engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Prompt engineering means telling telling AI how to write documents. So the person, like I'm a software engineer,
Yeah.
my job will be, I think there will be no software engineer jobs in
Yeah.
the future, but I will change into like prompt engineer to ask the AI to write software.
Yeah.
But because I know how to write software, I can moderate,
Yeah. Can navigate.
I can navigate, I can design, and the AI will write the code, but I will moderate. And
So it's more like a industrial revolution, right?
I think so.
You